And your first place champion in the great state of Oregon in public speaking too, and about to delight us with her winning speech is Miss Briana Tanaka from Union High School. Take it away, Briana.
Good morning, my name is Briana Tanaka and I am from the Union FBLA chapter. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing time and I wish you the best of luck in the next year. I walked down the hallways, confident gliding towards this speech, this stage, this exact moment. I coolly opened the door, stepped inside, and suddenly realized I'd forgotten to wear any of my business attire. In a panic, I ran onto the stage, tripping over my own feet along the way. And suddenly, the entire first paragraph of my speech slipped out of my mind. I froze. Sweat glistened off my forehead as I tried to recollect any opening line I could have possibly have written. I ran off the stage in tears, tumbling, crawling, slithering out of the room, and suddenly, I was staring at my bedroom ceiling, trying to catch my breath and calm my racing heart. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what you've just witnessed was one of my dreams, or in this case, one of my nightmares. I laid awake for the rest of the night, continually questioning, what if I fail? Until the words were etched in my brain, permanently crippling me. I now knew what could go wrong, and by focusing on that, started to define my own boundaries by this daunting question. But for a moment, imagine the results if we stopped questioning, what if in everything we do? Imagine the impact that we, as Oregon FBLA members, can make if only we begin utilizing our potential to bettering our communities. What kind of impact would you make if you knew you couldn't fail? We don't have to venture very far into our own histories to find certain individuals who didn't believe in the definition of impossible. Take, for instance, July 7th, 2008, Washington, D.C. I stood before a white marble memorial of a man whose confidence in his actions never wavered. A man who led this nation through great times of hardship and refused to accept anything less than what he set out to accomplish. Not only did he begin equalizing the rights of every man, but he led the Union Army to victory in the Civil War, and furthermore, Abraham Lincoln changed the course of our history by reminding America why we're still the land of the free. Standing before the remembrance of this great man, I couldn't help but feel so grateful that we've had passionate, historical role models to keep reminding us that impossible is just a mere word. That same night, I stood in a small conference room with 15 incredible individuals from all around the country. On the wall, our instructor pinned a blank wallpaper with the words, "What if we could change the world?" written at the top. He then instructed us to write our thoughts and feelings on this paper. Pretty simple, right? Wrong. We were stunned. How could we, as teenagers, begin making such an impact that we change the world? Pretty impossible, right? Slowly, we all stepped up to the page and began to write. For the next 10 minutes, we filled that blank space with so many thoughts, dreams, and ambitions that it wasn't long before the entire paper was filled. Slowly, again, we stepped back and began to examine our own desires as well as the desires of those around us. Ladies and gentlemen, that night, I tried so hard to focus on everyone else's responses, but couldn't take my eyes off the question in hand. What if we could change the world? What if we could change the world? It didn't seem right. Something about this question limited us, prompting everyone to believe that it was only a matter of what if. So with a big leap of faith, I stepped up to that wall text once more and crossed out the words, "What if?" The room froze and time stood still as another individual stepped up beside me and changed the question into a statement. And finally, one last individual stepped up and crossed out could, replacing it with will. The room was silent as we started the newly formed statement that read, "We will change the world." Oregon FBLA. I believe with all of my heart and soul that every single one of us has the power to make an impact so defining that we change the world, as long as we remember to have the confidence in ourselves and our work. Our chances at greatness slowly diminish every time we lack that confidence. We remember those boundaries and we forget to cross out what if. Through this organization, we've been given extraordinary tools to become future business leaders of America. Don't let this opportunity go by. Take advantage of the skills you learned here and take them as far as you can go to being that difference. Oregon FBLA, here's my challenge to you. Find a goal, an aspiration, a dream so impossible that everyone says it can't be done. And then with your confidence never wavering, prove to them that your determination won't result in a nightmare, but instead, a dream come true. Thank you.